Hello, can you hear me? Hello and welcome to the finals of the Final Fantasy V Career Day Randomizer. I am Dreisleiser. This is a race between Freddeh and FieryBlizzard, and I'm joined today by IB Karma. How you doing, Karma?
Well, I am great. I am ready for the finals. We've been building to this for weeks, and we are about to be underway in what's going to be it could be a longer match. 4-job tends to have that ability to go a little long sometimes.
Yeah, but we'll just have to see what those 4 jobs are. That's going to be sort of the big reveal, at least early in the race. Yeah, this should be quite. Could be a lot. A lot of things are going to hinge on what these 4 jobs are. We'll see it very shortly. The racer is going to be starting any moment. Both very talented racers, but also playing on a mode which we don't play all that often. The 4-job mode. It can be. It's got advantages and disadvantages, and I'm sure we'll talk about those during the race.
Yeah, give you a brief overview. They're going to start with 4 random jobs. They always have to have 1 job on each character of the. All 4 of those jobs have to be present across their characters. They can switch them up, but they still have to have 1 representative between every character. And those 4 jobs are what's going to carry them. They will not find abilities from any other job in this game, in this scene. World 1 lock, which means we need adamantite as well on top of our normal required items. And that's about it. That's really different. We got normal reward tiering, normal experience.
Yeah, this is actually a mode that I used to play all the time before the racing started, but in terms of a race, sometimes things can get pretty rough in this setting, and so we don't use it that much for our standard racing. We sort of use things up to make the races go a little quicker, but hey, for the finals, why not give a little extra challenge, right?
Yeah, this whole variety tournament was supposed to be an increase in challenge as we go, and we thought what better way to give you an actual challenge than a full seed where you had to kill Ned with 4 random jobs. Now, to be fair, the seed was vetted to make sure it was not locked. We just got History Falls and Path of the Void. We made sure we vetted the seed. We wanted to make sure there was not a Omni lock, which means I verified that the jobs could deal with Omni. And we just saw a brief look.
I saw Night Chemist. Didn't catch the other 2.
Well, I know they picked up a pinwheel, which the pinwheel serves a dual purpose. It's either a very strong thrown weapon or a lot of money early.
Ninja Time Mage were the other 2 jobs, so all of these jobs are strong. I don't think there's going to be too much issue completing the seed, but of course you never know what we might run into. But every single one of those jobs is decent.
Yeah, there's nothing super broken. Ninja's actually really good early, but tends to fall off towards the end, unless you just have a lot of stuff. Mix is very good. Of course, Mix is good, but it's more of a support job. It's not really going to get you anywhere damage-wise other than buffing your other classes. Knight's going to require you to find a good sword. I mean, we could just never find a good sword in the seed, and the Knights just become useless. And then
there will be a good sword somewhere.
And then Time Mage hints on the magic you find, so it has 2 damage options usually. You have your another pinwheel for the ninja. That's 2 pinwheels for the ninja already.
That is a ton of damage if you need it.
Yeah. So the Time Mage is going to hinge on: do we find rods to break, and do we find media?
And haste is pretty great too.
Yes. Haste is going to help carry a lot. But again, we still have to find good weapons and good items.
Yeah,
debating on the ribbon. I think you dropped the ribbon because nobody can equip it.
Exactly. The thing about 4-job is actually you should not be having money problems because you know exactly what you can and can't equip, and you just sell everything that you can't use. And so that ribbon is just big money for this team. No one can ever wear it.
I said you cannot find abilities from other classes. You can find spells. You just can't ever use them. So you can find all the songs, but you cannot find sing or bard.
Yeah, so those are unfortunate womps, basically. But that's just the nature of a randomizer. Genji shield, pretty nice early shield for maybe a knight to hang on to.
Yeah, your knight and
Having
ninja are
played
going to
World
carry you
War.
really early, and then your late carry is just going to depend on what you find, essentially.
You know, it's a little odd to talk about it at this point, but it's something you have to think about. You know your team already. You actually need to be sort of thinking in your mind about how you're going to defeat the final boss with this team.
Your final boss could be ninja. You could be relying a lot on your ninja to throw the kitchen sink while being buffed.
Mm-hmm. You certainly are probably going to try and get mix on everyone so that you can mix everyone to really high level to do a lot of extra damage. And then at that point, yeah, you're so strong that you can throw things or attack or whatever. That would be my guess, is that a lot of emphasis on chemist for the final fight, mixing.
That is our very solid World 1 hint of Adamantite is present in World 1.
Yeah, that unfortunate hint there from Zoc, since we already know that this is a fully world-locked seed. But, you know,
Ooh, float.
he's just trying to help. Float's really nice to get.
Stalker's going to be annoying if we have to run into Stalker, because we have no way to put things to sleep unless we get a sleep sword, a slumber sword.
Yeah, and that you were relying on the proc too, which is kind of rare. Yeah, he could be rough, but I mean, you can play whack-a-mole if nothing else, and just hit hard. You know, we'll probably have. Oh, there was. I think someone bought the sleep spellblade by accident or something. I don't think that was the sleep blade.
No, that was
maybe it was.
The sleep blade is slumber sword.
Right, it says slumber, so not rather than sleep. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, against
scrolls.
Stalker,
I would have picked up scrolls.
Yeah, you definitely want to get the scrolls for Ninja. Ninja is so good early with scrolls and javelins, which I just saw Fiery buy.
Yep, Fiery found the javelin shop.
Very good.
You're gonna want to remember that one.
Yeah, I would buy about 40 javelins, and maybe that's enough to never have to go back.
Yeah, so this, for those tuning in, this is a very doable 4-job. We wanted to make sure that, you guys weren't going to watch something boring where it was just Blue Mage level deathing everything or Samurai guild tossing everything. So this was slightly vetted ahead of time, but it is a nice mix of jobs that won't be boring, but is not going to take like 6 hours, or shouldn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're going to do just fine with this group, I think. It's a question, I guess, of, how much do people rely on some of the standard strats that we do at the end? They get like half of that by having chemist and learning mix.
Both of these players in the tournament have done slow excess strats to win rounds. And we see a pinwheel getting thrown to kill a sandworm.
Sandworm is really nice. I think it gives extra experience early, so that's a decent number of levels for everyone, I think.
I thought we patched that one out, because I thought he accidentally gave 3 times experience for some reason.
Yeah, he did used to, and it was patched out, but I still think he gives more than usual, more than average.
Okay. Yeah, because this spot should get you to about level... Oh, we got a gold hairpin. and level
another
5
pinwheel.
Doom. We got level 5 Doom, which is going to make Fiery cry.
Yes, getting level 5 Doom so early would have been the dream if there was Blue Mage in this, but no, alas. And everyone is level 5. Okay, not bad.
Yeah, like you're about to see Fiery cry a little bit on the inside. X-Zone's good.
X-Zone for a Time Mage and a gold hairpin, so it takes less MP to use it. That could be quite nice. X-Zone is our way to, not all that reliably, but it's a method to possibly kill non-heavy enemies. So
I would be going and checking the our normal meteor check. I'd be going and checking Walt's meteor to see what we have there, to see if it's X-zonable.
throw this Thunder Scroll. Yeah, go ahead. That's gonna take out 3 commanders, and now just some basic fighting, and Shiva should go down.
Staff of Judgment for the 200 damage on the chemist.
Yeah, that's a strong staff. There's been a lot of strong stuff found already. An Ice Rod is always nice. That's her standard thing. Got the sub key, which opens many things.
Mm.
We didn't get a key item from the Wind Shrine, did we? I didn't see anything.
I don't think so. I don't remember. I think they got a Wind Spear, actually.
Okay, this is Timmy at the Waltz meter, and he's got
He
a
is
lot
not
of
heavy
defenses.
despite how he looks.
Yeah, but he's also got so many defensive. Oh, it worked. Okay. He got
Those
through
two are
his
gonna be beefy.
inherent shell with the X Zone. Huge experience for 2 of Fiery's living characters here.
And the good thing is,
the
the
Waltz
2 of your
meteor.
good damage dealers at this point.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, I got
And
the
we're
Sandworm bait. Another World 1 check. Let me write that down just in case.
If anybody did see anything from that first encounter, let me know. I'm pretty sure that the only thing that dropped was a Wind Spear, though. But if anybody knows that they got an item, let me know. I'm kind of double duty tracking and calming here.
You're on top of it. Let's see. Thunder Scroll. There is one on Fiery's side too. That's good. He's actually running around with only 2 people alive for this fight. Little surprise. Oh, we have Vanilla Siren. What the heck?
Throw a javelin.
No,
with
you
the
can't
javelin.
X-zone her. She's actually heavy. Even though she's
Yeah,
floating up
she's
there.
She's the one that's stoneable. She's
And
breakable.
we have a Punch Knight. Apparently, we have no weapon for our knight. Probably have like double. Throw that Wind Spear, yeah. Probably have 2 knives on our ninja or something, and so our knight has nothing to attack with at the moment. Not something you often see. Uh-oh, armor status. She's even beefier now.
She's gonna finish off with the
There you go.
That Judgment Staff's doing really good damage early.
I mean, that's a very late game. Oh, there's a sword for the knight. The EP will be decent. But yeah, Judgment Staff is like a late game staff. It's got some decent might on it. I see Freddeh has learned Mix on one person. Probably going to switch up jobs to start learning it on another.
Yeah, he's got like mixed. I think he learned like time 3 or 4 already. Yep, there's the EP. And we got through Torna Canal on the other side, so we have a sub key for Fiery. Yeah, Vanilla Siren.
Also that power staff is can come in handy. You zerk up your knight with his sword, and it can hit real hard. So you can swap that on whenever you feel you need a little more power. Fiery having javelins, big advantage. Siren goes down in one quick javelin throw, and that's going to be the story for a lot of these World 1 bosses, I think.
And here's Freddeh getting his javelins, if he sees them.
Yep, has
There he
found
is.
javelins, buying 99. Okay.
I agree with that decision, actually.
I hope you also bought some of those Revivifies, because those
He did,
are very
41.
important.
He got 42.
mix. Okay.
So I've actually bought a funny thing, and the reason I approve of 99 javelins, I've actually in a normal seed bought like 60 of them and ran out before.
Yeah, well, the other things that you throw are valuable money that you could sell stuff for. So unless it's something really strong that you want to save, like a pinwheel for a really tough boss, you might as well just go throw in javelins most of the time. Otherwise, you're just throwing away money.
At some point in the turn, we've seen pinwheels thrown at Ned before for a lot of damage. I think we've seen quad 9 sit with pinwheels.
Oh yeah, sure.
Hey, we've already got the sub key, and we got sub keys in World 1.
Oh no, another rough hint, huh? Was that from the Waltz Scholar?
Yes.
I think it was. Okay. I'm just writing this stuff down just in case. Even though we already know that that is sort of a useless hint. Since we already have it.
Right, here comes the javelin. Okay, damage.
Okay.
Does
Timmy
he get lucky
is,
and get the X zone? No. Oh, he changed. He has to do it on Lena.
Oh, I see. Timmy hurts. Ouch.
That knight actually survived a punch in the front row.
The thing about
we
X
did not
zone
get
is
lucky.
Fiery got a little lucky with it because it doesn't have a high hit rate, and also Timmy has shell status, which halves your chance for that spell to hit to begin with. So
Well,
it's actually
that
hard.
guard did 0 damage. Oh,
Well,
that
if
one
the
didn't.
if the knight guards, then he cannot be damaged. So you can cover people who are at low health, basically.
Oh, we had a
Um,
Hallie on Fiery's side at Shiva Spot.
Okay, so that's a reset for Freddeh. Rough luck on Timmy. Whereas Fiery gets
First
the first
tablet.
tablet, defeating Hallie at the Shiva spot. Now, we can't check that until we get World 2 access, so it's not a huge deal, but again, Fiery is getting through some of these fights a little more easily. I mean, I will claim that Timmy was mostly luck, but, well, you gotta be both lucky and good to win
Yeah, I
these
mean,
races.
let's be real. This game sometimes does come down to some luck rolls.
Yeah. It probably won't be the difference in the race or anything, but could give you a lead. Alright, North Mountain should be a nice quick win here, as long as Leviathan does not get off an off-rake, which he did not. I don't even know if he would use it at this spot, really. There he goes. Also Crayclaw going down on Fiery's side at the Tycoon Meteor. Anti-barrier at North Mountain. Now that is a interesting play because Fiery might fade that. North Mountain is one of those double dip spots that sometimes people ignore for a while. But you can't ignore it in this particular seed because it has the anti-barrier. You cannot advance into Excess Castle without it. Oh, and chat telling me that Adamantite was at Lanka. I'm sorry, at
Waltz Meteor, so it's like French vanilla.
Oh, it was Waltz Meteor. No, I think it was at Tycoon Meteor.
Hallie's at Hallie's at Tycoon. Crayclaw's at Tycoon.
Yeah, but he drops the Adamantite though, so it is the Adamantite vanilla Adamantite location.
Okay, Adamantite had Adamantite. Gotcha.
Crayclaw had Adamantite, but at Tycoon Meteor, yeah.
Okay, so we're about to see it on Freddie's side.
Yep. And Fiery has beaten Soul Cannon at the I think this is probably the Karnak Meteor. And darn it, I missed what was given there.
An Avis Killer Bow.
Okay, so nothing important. That's a money bow. Circlet is nice.
So
That's
what got
good
dropped?
defense.
What got dropped? $10,000.
So what you can do though is since you have the Adamantite, you have World 2 access now, and you can go to the Sealed Castle. If you're Fiery, you have one tablet, so you probably should do that. Oh, I missed that hint. They say that something. I wanted to say they said something about Soul Cannon, but that doesn't make sense. Did anyone happen to catch that hint? Karnak Meteor Path of the Void. Oh, thank you, Z-Man. That was in Karnak. How could Karnak Meteor be Path of the Void, though? We didn't get anything that was required there.
You saw the word Karnak, it could be Karnak Escape.
I think it means, yeah, I think it was Karnak Escape. Karnak Castle, yeah. That's gotta be it. So you're gonna need Steamship Key and then to do the escape, and that will have either, you know, a key item that we need or a key item that leads to a key item that we need. Still a bit early to say for sure. Oh, there's the haste spell on Freddie's side. Maybe buy some of those Thunder Rods. Time Mage is sort of your discount Black Mage by breaking Elemental Rods. It can get out that elemental damage. Fiery throwing some Flame Scrolls against the Crystal Guardians. Nice to get them out of the way. And can just throw a Javelin on this other one here if necessary. And down. What are we gonna get here at the catapult? Another Avis killer. Okay. More money. Oh darn it, I missed what the librarian hint was over on Freddie's side. He's too quick. Trench Page World 1. Thank you, Z-Man. We won't be dealing with that for a while, but nice to know, just in case we need to go to the trench later. Freddie going to the Bow Castle Gate. This is a high experience spot, relatively low hit points, so he's hoping to get a nice easy fight here that he can win quickly and get a bunch of levels. Odin shouldn't be too tough. 800 per throw. You're going to need to do 3 throws plus, well, maybe a little more. We'll see. Maybe if the knight can contribute something. Yeah, break that rod. There you go. That's good damage. One more throw should do it. Oof. Chemist goes down.
We're okay with Reaper Sword, though. We just didn't want to have him slash through the entire team.
Right. Because that... If they did True Edge early like this against us, it would be over. Okay, nothing at the gate, but we have access now to Bow Castle. Well, we had access before, I guess, but... Technically.
A replacement Ice Rod.
Very nice. Those rods, I think, are going to be key. You gotta look for them in shops and buy a good stack so that Time Mage can have some good damage output. No one has gone to Sealed Castle yet. I guess Fiery's the only one. Bracelet World 1 was a hint. You gotta wonder if that might be the Karnak Escape, the bracelet. But I would imagine Fiery's gonna... Oh, okay, Freddie also has access to World 2, so maybe he's gonna go to Sealed Castle first. Yes. First gonna hit Rugor Town. There's a hint there and some shopping. Quarter.
Freddie's not gotten the tablet yet, so Freddie hasn't been to Waltz Castle.
Okay, my bad. He just has World 2 access. He does not have Sealed Castle...
It hurts my soul to see Golem in a shop and not being able to use it.
North Mountain Anti-Bear. Well, we already knew that. These hints have just been awful. I mean, just like either vague or stuff that we already know. Yes, it will be a good hint for Fiery. That if Fiery grabs that hint, then he will definitely go back and check out North Mountain, which I believe he faded up till now. Yes. So, good point, Z-Man. It might be a useful hint for Fiery, but I wonder if he will get that hint or how long it might be before he checks that hint. Going to Moortown right now, getting the... Doom would have been nice, but no Black Mage in this group.
So you're seeing him save outside. So he's saving outside so he can check both of the boxes. So Black Suit, that's going to be a reset.
Yeah,
and he's going to see what's in his other side.
It's nice mage armor. I mean, if the other thing is worse, you reset again and grab the Black Suit, because it is the best mage armor in the game.
I still don't know if you'll reset again, though.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to see. Giant Axe is money.
I would take it for 20k. Or throwable.
Yeah. I agree. You don't need a ton of money in this seed because we know that we're not getting Gill Toss, but it's nice to basically be able to buy whatever you need as soon as you see it. And you could throw that Giant Axe too, I believe, like you said. So, Marigine would be nice if you had a Fire Rod to break on her. You don't want her switching forms and stuff, otherwise she can be a little rough. Ooh, using the pinwheel, busting out the big guns to take her down. This is a 5,000 hit point location here at the Moogle Waterway, so we might have to throw something else strong too. The Knight swinging for less than 100 damage is pretty rough. Okay, Freddie gets through. That was a sort of tough fight. Luckily she didn't change forms. Although it wouldn't have mattered much in terms of the damage output. And a Mithril Spear, which is a Womp, but got some good experience there. I wouldn't be surprised if Freddie has higher levels than Fiery. Okay, Fiery just got that North Mountain has anti-barrier hint, so he needs to either go there immediately or go after... Yeah, he's still got some business here in World 2, which is investigating what he can get with the first tablet. But a very helpful hint for him to go back to World 1 and North Mountain. Ooh, Mirage Vest, really nice. Hardened, good dagger for the and Assassin. This is ninja special here so far at the castle.
I think I would grab that Assassin as insurance against wherever Mino might show up.
Oh, big guard. That hurts. That hurts to see.
And nothing for our Time Mage.
Sage Staff is good on Time Mage because you can revive people with it for free. But I would still probably just grab those 3 ninja things and maybe come back later for a Sage Staff. That's it.
Yeah, there no running shoes. You're a little sad. No Meteo. You're a little sad. No good sword.
Yeah, well, we're gonna just have to cast haste and keep the team up that way, and among other methods.
So our ninja is definitely our highest damage right now. And
Absolutely.
will be for the foreseeable future.
And then you can get we can get potential Doom procs off of that Assassin Dagger, which is an instant kill possibility. So for some of the higher hit point locations that are weak to that, that could be a strat that is used. You just have to rely on a 1 in 4 chance to proc the spell, which can be a little bit unreliable. Oh, here's Omni. Do we have a way to handle him at this point? I didn't... This must be... I'm guessing this is Lomka Meteor? Okay, we're going to Zerk him with the Power Staff, and then try and knock him down with some throw some really strong things at him. Throw some pinwheels, I guess. Might be worth it to use pinwheels here just to try and end this quickly, because he hits really hard, as you can see. Over 2,000.
I mean, we have a strat.
Yeah, there's a strat to win here. It's... Yeah, oh, you can... Now, if you had that Sage Staff, which we do not, you could actually revive character and then guard, and the knight would cover everyone who's at critical health. But
I think we had
I don't
Staff
think
of
there's any
Judgment
need.
too, right?
Well, you can't use that because he casts respell because it comes off an
Yep.
item. Yeah, but Fiery gets through that really nicely. Gets the trench page. Yeah, it said Karnak is Path of the Void, so that's the Karnak escape. So, okay, Lonka Meteor gave. What the heck did it give? I think it was nothing. Or it was trench page.
Yeah, whatever meteor it was, just that gave Church Page.
Yeah, that was Lonka. So Fiery got through one of the tougher 4-job challenges of the seed already by taking out Omniscient there. Mirage Radar World 2, interesting hint from Guido. Now, Freddeh doing a little bit of the unorthodox check here. It does not have the Ifrit's Fire, so can only do the front of the library. And we'll have to double dip if he needs to go back in later. Meanwhile, Fiery takes out Twintanya at the Sandworm Desert very quickly. See what he gets here. Here you call. Okay. Might be necessary. Galura Exone is a great spell to banish Galura to the void. Nice, quick, instant kill. Another person has learned Mix on Freddie's side, and even the Turtle Shell and Elder Branch could be useful. Elder Branch for Freddeh. Okay. Fiery has gone back to North Mountain because he got that hint saying that the anti-barrier is here. Yeah, this is going to be a one-shot. Really easy. You know, even with Ninja holding these strong weapons, the javelins are just so good and fast that you can win some of these easy fights by staying in the back row and throwing them instead of moving up to the front row and attacking. The damage is going to be pretty similar. You may have to nerf javelins in the future. I don't know if it was necessarily intended that they be so cheap in the shops. I mean, it's a carryover from vanilla where it's a rare steel, and maybe the original developers never really thought about needing to put like a high sell value on it or anything, but in the randomizer, getting them for 100 gold, half the price of a scroll, which is already a really good thing, is really quite amazing.
Yeah, and any kind of pricing. Oh, there's Steamship.
Ooh, now that's an important find because we need to go to the steamship to get to the Karnak escape.
And we're assuming that's where the bracelet's going to be at this point.
Very good chance of it, yep. Can't say for sure. I mean, there could be another tablet there, I guess, but we'll see.
Free javelin.
Nice to get that. Okay, and Fiery has taken out Galura with some throwing and such. That turtle shell is useful in mixing, but turtle shells, unless they're for sale in Mirage or another shop, are going to be hard to come by in this seed. So you got to be very judicious in your use of a turtle shell mix.
Yeah, but we have a lot of places the tablet can still be, or the bracelet can still be. We have a lot of World 1 checks we haven't checked, and we still have World 2. We have Muah Forest, Hiryu Valley, and Hiryu the Fleet.
Mm-hmm.
The tower.
Yeah, and you could actually go into Exdeath Castle.
Yep. And the basement.
In the basement, because it might have Bracelet, which is sort of my favorite place to find it.
That's usually the one I check first. I'm not gonna lie.
Fiery picking up the stop spell, which can be very useful against a couple enemies, a couple nasty enemies, bosses that we may have to fight. So smart move by him, picking up that spell. It does not cost much, but it can be extremely useful. Okay, we are at the back of Flying Lanka, and it is triplets. Ooh, Do you have any Thunder Scrolls? Ooh, you got Water Scrolls. That'll work. I'm just thinking AoE damage here. Even damage on all 3 of these as you go would be nice.
We got 2 people with throw, which is what I was talking about. You want multiple people with throw.
Yeah, that's really good. And if you can carry over like any sort of magic stat with throw, it boosts the damage as well. So that's pretty nice. The knight hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities to do much lately. Mostly he's just guarding himself right now. But if we find a good sword, then the knight will be off and running. We're hoping to maybe find a good sword before, well, as soon as possible. This spot here, okay, I was going to say the health total, but it's already over. So those water scrolls did Freddeh very well. And he gets the 4th tablet, like we suggested. It was actually a tablet at Lanka.
Well, no, this is not the steamship hint, though.
I thought well, I don't know.
We got Karnak Castle still to do. That's the one we.
Why did I think that there was something at Lanka?
Because we found steamship key in the front.
Oh, okay.
So technically, it's required.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually double required, though. So adamantite being double required is always fun.
Double required flying Lanka. Interesting.
Now we're gonna see steamship, and you're gonna pray in steamship that you get a good sword. Essentially, you can get some really high checks, and the best thing you can pull is a chicken knife, a brave blade, or an Excalibur at this point.
Fiery has flame scrolls to go against Marigine, so I think this fight is going to be very quicker for him than it was for Freddeh. He might even have a fire rod. I'm not sure though.
I know we've seen him buy thunder rods. He has an ice rod, no fire.
There it is.
Oh, no, he does have some fire. Man, he has everything.
Yep, he's really well stocked, and is going to. This fight's going to be over in one more throw, I think. Yep. Very nice.
I don't think we got anything from here, but still nice.
Yeah, this was a dud, but levels. Freddeh into the steamship first is doing pretty well on his routing, even though I would say overall that Fiery has been faster. It's a little hard to say though. Fiery's already been into Sealed Castle.
So Freddeh had more World 2 checks, whereas Freddeh had more World 2 checks, where Fiery had more World 1 done.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to say, like, again, it's hard to say who's ahead. Now, him having Tablet 1 off the Shiva spot, where Freddeh doesn't, that is a big deal.
Yeah, Freddeh having Tablet 4 kind of equalizes it, but Fiery is headed there now, and it's going to probably... You always full clear at this point of the game, so he's going to probably be... Well, I won't say in the lead, but on the right track after this, for sure. After getting Steamship Key and the 4th tablet. Oh, Greg 1. We have different Gregs simultaneously appearing. Both pretty easy, but especially Greg 1. Looks like Freddeh wants the experience getting the kill.
X-Zone, the Greg 1. Bye, Greg.
Not a lot of experience, but better than nothing. And Shote, which unfortunately we cannot use.
A slap in the face from Shote.
Yeah, and Kidu has shown up and healed Greg over on Fiery's side, so he's going to have to, use that time magic. Cut his HP in half. There you go. Nice to see use of Demi, which often doesn't get used outside of, like, 4-job mode.
But we got our
Time
first
Mage
monster in the
needs
box.
to contribute. Yeah, you can just throw a javelin at him, and this is going to be some high-tier loot.
We got a Kodachi.
Not as high tier as I expected, yeah. But you know that giant drink that these guys always drop? That doubles your HP, and drink is default on Chemist. So if you just need more hit points in a fight, you might actually use the drink command. It's one of the cool things about 4-job mode is you get to use some of the lesser used abilities because you're forced to use some of these jobs to their full capability.
Oh, monster in a box number 2 of 3.
Yeah, here
Throw a
you throw a
scroll.
scroll. Yep.
And what do we get? Light staff.
Light
That's a win.
staff. Very nice. That's you break that on Castle stuff because he's weak to holy, and you have a time mage that can actually do it. Chemist can do it too, but Chemist does not have as much magic power, so it wouldn't hit as hard.
Our last monster in a box may be in the towers, and it is. He's not going to go find it.
That's fine. Unlikely that it would be all that important. Although, if Fiery does go for it, we can see what Freddie may have missed.
Yeah, if it's a Brave Blade or a Chicken Knife, it could be disaster.
And Greg, too. So we've already seen how many Gilgameshes? I think we've seen 1, 2, and 3 now.
Uh-huh. We're just missing number 4.
Survives the jump, and Greg breaks his hip on the landing. Oh my gosh, we have another tablet.
Alright, so that means that our... What does that mean for our bracelet if it's in World 1? It is at Walls Tower?
Well, there's other spots that are still available. There's,
Is there... I think we've checked everything else, because we've checked...
Oh, no, you're right.
Ifrit's Fire. It could be Ifrit's Fire.
Yeah. Back of the library, which could be, I mean, who knows where Ifrit's Fire is? Same with Walls Tower, right? You need the key
it's behind
to get in.
one of those, though. I think it has to be.
Yeah, it's behind a locked location, which means that we have no idea how long it might take to actually. Well, it's got to be somewhere in World 2 so that we can get access to the bracelet.
Basement at Vexus Castle to go back to World 1.
Possibly, yeah. This is interesting. We're having to take a very convoluted route to, potentially very convoluted. If I was Freddie, I might try and... Well, he's still clearing certain spots that he hasn't checked yet, but once you run out of spots, I think you gotta head straight to the Exith Castle basement.
So you can do that, Dragon Lord, on the website, on the generator. You can set the job, so you could always like randomly roll them from the 4-job Fiesta, and just set those as your 4 jobs. We've done that before for one of our tournaments.
Yeah, you can input any 4 jobs you want as long as you put the rando onto 4-job mode. I've done it myself.
So yeah, you can go and be like, okay, I want classic characters, and well, I mean, you're still randomly rolling them, right? You go roll them on like there's literally a 4-job Fiesta roller, and you can tell it, okay, I want out of the classic set, and it'll roll you 4 jobs, and you just set them.
Yeah, if you go to the
seat.
site Retro Bravery online, I believe it has different settings, and you can roll 4 jobs using that site randomly for you, and then you just input those when you make your seed. So that's
it's literally going to be the same, because you know ahead of time, just like you do in a normal 4-job Fiesta. Because a normal 4-job Fiesta, you know, you're using 1 job until you get to the 2nd crystal, then you get your 2nd job, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah, there is a little more mystery to it in the actual Fiesta event, but for the randomizer, you basically just start with the 4 jobs, and that's probably what you want. I mean, you don't want to start with 1 job, and then how would you even get the others? So, and we tend to want to go fast anyway. This way, it goes faster.
No Lonka, flying Lonka,
in
didn't have anything.
In a single sitting or something, you know. I'm sorry, Karma. What did I miss? Ooh, hey,
no.
Assassin Dagger proc on Greg 1. Kills.
You didn't miss nothing. He did Catapult, which didn't have anything, and now he's doing the Springs Page Omni fight.
Yes. Okay.
Let's see what he does for Omni.
See what Freddy's strat is here. Looking around for that power staff, I assume. Does he have it? That's going to be a reset. Not enough damage. Okay, so he was just looking to see what the throw damage was, but he actually needs to You can mix something up, or you can...
Void.
It doesn't work on Omni. Good try. Void would be negating all magic, but it only works in a small number of fights in the game. A small number of boss fights, I should say.
Yeah, he passed the power staff. He's trying to throw something stronger.
Yeah, Freddy's got to think about this now. This is a
He's gonna reset.
reset. Yep. See, this is one of those situations where you're not used to using power staff strats because it's not something that comes up outside of 4-job mode. He may come back later to just
one-shot
throw
it.
something when he's stronger. Yeah. Now we know that particular meteor contains trench page,
which we
so
have
that
no
may
clue if
or
it's
may
useful
not-
yet.
Yeah, we don't know for sure if that's important.
I mean, essentially, it's funny. We're already on a hunt for one tablet at sub-hour. We already know where 3 tablets are. Basically, we know where the anti-barrier and bracelet are, and we have adamantite. So we're just hunting for tab 3.
Going back to taking on Timmy here. And Fiery is showing us that other monster in a box. Thunder
Is it
Scrolls,
good?
nice and fast win. Crystal Shield, not as good as the Genji Shield, so that one's probably just going to be sold. Freddy getting Sandworm Bait, we'll probably chase that. We have both runners basically completing each other's checks. So pretty soon we will know who's in the lead for sure, because they're both going to have cleared just about everything that's available.
I don't know. I don't remember if Fiery's done Ball Castle or not yet. I know he's done Waterway.
Yeah, I almost think he has not, but it's possible I just missed it because things have been going real fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right, second tablet for Fiery. Very good. Now he has 3 out of 4 already.
That's what I'm saying. We only don't know where tablet 3 is.
But sometimes when you get no hints about that last tablet, it can be a real pain to find it. All right, the extra vendor at Karnak Town didn't have anything of value for us. Freddy going back to the Shiva spot now. Very important for him to go there.
Oh,
Okay.
we know where the last tablet is.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
looked at the hints
History
in a while.
Falls is Path to the Void.
Okay, so well, it could be something like Ifrit's Fire there, and then go back to the library to get the last tablet, or some other key item. But you're right, History Falls is part of it. We have the sub key already, though, so no. Do we have the Falls page? I don't think
No.
so. All right, so we will be looking for that.
But this will also be a good thing for them to know. Like, you'll be able to tell who's keeping up with their hints very well.
Yes, very good. I'm glad that some of these hints are actually, paying off and being useful here.
We've got tablet 1.
Okay, so 3 tablets for both racers, fairly close together. Fiery going to Kiryu Valley, which Freddy has not gone to at all. So that we'll have to see if that ends up paying off for him or not.
There's a wall ring. If we run into catastrophe, a floating wall, we have free fight.
Yes, really nice to get. I think it was Leviathan always drops a wall ring, but did we get another one as well?
Yep, we just got one out of the chest in out of one of the chests here in Hiryu Valley.
Oh, nice. Well, we only really need one. You could sell the other one, and if you need money. But I see Fiery already has 100 grand. Probably won't need much more than that for the rest of the seed. Because we're not guild tossing in this, so we don't need to accumulate a huge amount of money. Mirage Radar World 2. We would like to get the Mirage Radar just because Mirage Town has such amazing things for sale. Okay, Hear You Valley boss coming up as Freddeh fights against, I think it was another Greg or something here. No, Twintanya, okay. Couple throws will do it. Ooh, trying to X-Zone Biblos. He is not heavy, but he's fairly evasive.
There's his luck.
Got him. X-Zone coming in clutch, found it really early in this seed. And there's the Hear You call, which we already knew about on Freddie's side, but I wonder if he will chase that. No one has gone to the fleet
He's
yet.
going back to Omni.
Yeah, he thinks he can win, but what's his plan? Is he going to try Judgment Staff? That's not going to work, unfortunately. Pyramid Page at Hear You Valley is quite interesting. Or FieryBlizzard getting the Pyramid Page. Okay, Fiery is taking the Hear You to the fleet. I don't blame him, although if I was him, I might stop into the castle basement first. Yeah,
definitely have that
save.
option.
Yeah.
But straight to the fleet we go.
Okay, this Judgment Staff is going to be a rude awakening for Freddeh. Reset. Oh. It's... Omni accepts only the purest of magic. None of this item-based stuff. You have to have the spell itself. You can paralyze him. Unfortunately, this team cannot do that. And then dispel him with the Judgment Staff while he's paralyzed. But nope. In this case, I think you pretty much need overwhelming power. Alright, Comet will work. Just gonna take a little while because you can't remove the shell. But yeah, Space Rocks. That'll get the job done.
Alright, and over on the other side, we're about to see what's at the Hear You's call spot, and it is some bombs.
Yeah, scrolls are great against these. This is a pretty beefy hit point location, but divided by 6 cuts things down pretty nicely, and rod breaking as well. So I think this is going to be over fairly quickly for Fiery. Maybe one more scroll.
As long as we don't accidentally kill a couple and not the entire group.
Yeah, you do have to worry about damage rolls, but okay, another rod break is definitely going to do it. I think that'll probably be plenty.
Here comes
okay,
the
let's
life
make sure all 6 of them go off. Yes, alright, nice finish there, Fiery. And now he can go right into Excess Castle from here on the Hear You. It's a ribbon, so that was a Womp check at the fleet. Even though something about... I could have sworn the fleet or the Hear You call was hinted or something. But no, I guess not. It was not. It's not in my notes, at least.
We are getting a basement check.
Yeah, gotta do it. You'd love to see it if it's bracelet down there, and then you can just go straight up. Freddeh, meanwhile, still working on Omni, probably getting pretty close. Oh, does Ferris have a Drain Sword equipped? Can't even hit her own teammates with it because it's a cursed weapon that only has 25% hit rate. Freddie's going to have to take that off later. Okay, that's a win for Freddeh. He did get through Omni. Quite a bit slower, I think, than Fiery did. So, again, a little bit of an advantage there to FieryBlizzard.
We have a blue mage at the bottom of the castle.
We had to beat him the normal way, not through meme methods.
No teaching him explode and watching him go boom.
That's okay. He is weak to poison if you have any venom rods to break, although I have not seen any venom rods myself. And
Everybody
if he
loves
teaches
the
us
exploder
any...
method.
And that's a lot of hit points too on Apocalypse down here. So nice fight by Fiery, throwing some strong weapons to take him out quickly. And let's see if this is where the bracelet is. No. Gold shield. Wow, we are still searching for that bracelet.
That means Barrier Tower or Muah Forest has either the Ifrit's Fire or the Waltz Tower key.
Yeah. That's where do you go first? Oh, yeah, where do you
Barrier
go first
Tower,
of
apparently.
those? Okay. Yeah, I would probably save the forest for last just because it has the most hit points. You want to be as powered up as possible before you go there. Freddie has also grabbed the giant axe from Moortown. And he's going where next? Fury Valley. Nope, he's going to shop in Kelp. Okay. I don't know if we've seen these shops yet.
Well, yeah, Fiery's already been to all the shops.
Oh,
hey,
an Enhancer for the knight. Enhancer beats the sass and dagger that the knight was holding before by just a little bit. And Fiery is taking on these dragon fights, a couple dragon fights in chests here, which are guarding potentially powerful
I like this.
high tier items.
You still would love to have an Excalibur or Bread Blade or Chicken Knife.
The Kelger hint was useless. Steamship Key in World 1, both racers already knew that. But Freddie is now continuing north to the Fury Valley, which we saw Fiery do not long ago. Oh, okay, paid off. Checking the dragon fight paid off.
I was just about to say, I think you're a little less excited to see Chicken Knife with this group than you normally are. So I think Brave Blade or Excal would be the best option, and then Brave Blade drops. So we're just good.
And Fiery has two-handed on his knight because he mastered Ninja, so he's actually running Brave Blade plus Enhancer for even more damage from the knight.
I like him still checking too, because you could get super lucky and open this other monster in a box, and it could just be Excal, and then your knight is just running on gas.
Yeah, or it's something really useful like a magic lamp or something. I mean, I think it's the right call to check the dragon boxes. Ooh, behind. If you have the reset spell on your time mage, it would be a good time to use it. He's trying to run away. It's not easy to run from this fight, unfortunately. What does he have? I don't think he has a reset, or if you have warp, you can actually just exit this fight that way too.
I like how we still have a frog.
I don't think we have either.
We just now fixed our frog.
Hint fixes everything in this game, just about. Not zombie, but everything else, pretty much. So, I love tents in Final Fantasy V.
And you just did that entire fight for a bone mail.
That bone mail tends to auto-equip. It sells for a good amount in the randomizer, so I would sell it. Otherwise, it tends to get in the way. Now, it can be used to glitch immunity to Whitehole at the end if you really need it, but I don't necessarily think this team needs it. With Chemist mixing, we can just mix up some of those life shields at the end, so yeah.
Okay, this fight's not fast up at the top of the tower.
Yep, we've got flame scrolls, we can break some fire rods, we can throw things. I think it's gonna go fairly quickly, and it's not a dangerous fight at all, right? I mean,
no. But it's not like the fastest fight in the world. I mean, you realistically want to kill Gollum here, and he's going to have a ton of health.
Oh, I see Fiery has switched Galuf to double grip, which is in some ways better than two-handed. That way you can get the full double power of the Brave Blade. So that's actually, in some ways, even better than holding both Brave Blade and Enhancer each in one hand.
Again, Freddy's fight was slightly slower just because he decided to break fire rods instead of X-Zone.
Really nice fight by Fiery. He took care of those two undead 10,000 hit point enemies extremely quickly. That was probably the most efficient way that this group could do it. And Wall's tower key is there.
And
I think
you were gonna
have
go
to keep
follow it.
chasing. Yeah.
Because
Quite a
you know
chain
it's a
here.
1-1.
Yeah, quite a chain here. Now, if it is, gosh, at Moor Forest, well, I think both. There's a good chance that Freddy's also going to go to Barrier Tower first, so you're not really behind.
Freddie's just now about to get Assassin Dagger and the Mirage Vest.
Almost an hour in, and Freddy now just going to the castle for the first time, but the castle in 4-job mode is not as important as some other modes. And he takes the assassin without looking at anything else because he knows the chances that there will be amazing things. Well, he's got multiple tablets anyway, so
I mean,
he's going to do one trip here. Yeah.
It's just he's getting rid of the chance that Mino screws him up with grabbing that Assassin Dagger.
For sure. Oh, and we have a nice, easy fight at the top of Wall's Tower. The Tyrannosaurus gets one shot. And there was the bracelet. Wow, that was a long chain to a bracelet. So, Fiery makes the right calls, gets to avoid more forest, at least for now, unless it has like the waterfall page or something. He doesn't need to go there.
All those crystals were super terrible. It was just like Warhammers and stuff, and that was it.
Junk, yeah. Well, maybe do a little bit more selling here. Buy
Let's
some
sell
more
that bone
mix
meal.
ingredients. Yep. Looks
You're
like
looking for
Fiery is headed back for something that he saw here early. Maybe something like elixirs would be something that you would
I want to say he saw ethers.
get a lot of money for and want to accumulate. Freddy headed to the fleet. Wow, Fiery is having trouble finding what it was. He must have misremembered what town the thing is in that he's looking for. So he did lose a little bit of time here.
Yeah,
But,
he actually does this. This is the second time I think he's done this in a seed. Where he's just, he knows there's something he wants and he forgot where it was, and then he has to go re-shopping until he finds it.
Well, let me tell you, I write down things because my memory is very poor, and if you can actually remember a few key things, you can save time.
Apparently it was
it's just a
tense.
question of how good your memory is.
But apparently he wanted tents.
Okay. Yeah, usually you have enough money to buy more tents early and you don't have to go back later. That's sort of my strat, but maybe he said to himself earlier that he would come back and buy more tents later, but and forgot about it for a while. So, Fiery heading up Excess Castle, definitely is in the lead at this point. Freddy is a couple checks behind. Area Tower, Wall's Tower. Not sure if Freddy has done the basement yet either, so Fiery is looking in really good shape here.
Harry's flying.
His small loss of time looking for tents did not hurt him very much at all, I wouldn't say.
No, it's just gonna depend on what. Oh, we got White Wind.
That's
We
this
keep
makes you
rubbing
sad.
salt in this blue mage wound.
Makes you sad to see it. White Wind.
Thornlet.
Yeah, Thornlet you don't want either. You probably want to sell that as soon as you can. The other thing was Heavy Spear. You can throw that now that money isn't really too much of an issue. I was mentioning before you could buy elixirs. That might be the only thing that you need to save money for at this point.
We know Falls is Path to the Void, but we do not know where Falls Page is.
Yeah, could be one of the checks here in Excess Castle, so you probably want to try and do them all unless you get totally walled by a nasty boss fight here.
You gonna go
Yeah,
check
Big Guard in the
first?
castle was really painful.
Especially when level 5 Doom was in Wintron.
Oh, look, it's Minnow. Do we throw that Assassin Dagger now, or do we go for damage?
How much does he hit for?
I think you could do it with damage. You can't use any spells, but you got rods you can break. Or you can mix up levels onto somebody strong. There you go. Now, does Lena have the... What does she have for a weapon?
Lena has the hardened and a double lance.
Okay, if you have double lance and you put it on your first hand, you can actually use chicken knife without proccing the run with a ninja. So if the chicken knife does appear in this seed, we can make use of it. I think that Galif
We just got 3 attacks. Oh god. Okay, we got it.
Yeah, he had a counter, and then Galif just swinging so hard that Minnow, as long as Galif connected with those double grip Brave Blade swings, Minnow.
I think our game broke.
What do you mean?
Lena was the only one who survived.
Oh, hey, Mirage Radar. That was a worthwhile check. If Freddeh has trouble with Minnow later, that could be an important thing. Getting Mirage Radar, basically setting himself up for really nice shopping in World 3.
Well, nobody freak out. The game didn't actually break. It's just we always have a laugh because Lena tends to be the one that dies in the fight, and with her being the only one that survived that one.
Yeah. It's all random. She
It goes against our meme.
Yeah, she lucked out that time. Good for her.
Well, she's also been moved into Bark slot, so maybe that made it to where she survived.
Okay, this is actually well, I don't know if it's the perfect situation, but a good situation. You've got a mixer, so you can buff Galif. And as long as one person is down, Atmos doesn't really do anything, so Galif can just swing, and Lena can swing, and Atmos can try and suck Ferris in, but I think he's going to die before he gets her.
See if Freddeh also gets this Brave Blade.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see if he does the dragon fights or not. He's probably looking for more power here. It's a worthwhile gamble. Yes, he is looking.
This Brave Blade if he wins the fight.
Getting them. Yep. Atmos can slow you. In fact, I think in vanilla he has Sloga or Slow 2. But with Time Mage we can just haste, and that removes the slow.
We have a Flame Ring and 2 Wall Rings on.
Yeah, those wall rings tend to auto-equip, and actually against Red Dragon, not a terrible thing to have wall rings, because you can reflect the atomic ray so it doesn't hit you. Ooh! False Page from Atmos, so Exdeath Castle checks paying off. So Fiery knows exactly where he wants to go in World 3. He'll probably shop Mirage, and then he will go to the falls, and then follow whatever chain that leads him on, however long it might be.
As long as he's taking good hints, this could be quick.
Yep, he's looking strong here. Might want to make sure that everybody on the team is learning Mix if they haven't already, just because it could come in handy pretty soon. Headed to the final fight against Exdeath in his castle. This is a vanilla Exdeath, for those who are not familiar. He is exactly the same as here in vanilla.
It's a lot weaker than when you normally get here. Or semi. You're probably close, but I think you're probably in You're probably in mid 30s to low 40s by the time you get here.
Well, it depends on your team, but a lot of teams can do this in high 20s.
I'm talking about straight vanilla.
Yeah, I'm talking about vanilla too. Yeah, it's not necessarily easy, but it's doable.
Yeah, and we've seen it done. We've seen it done at like 20. 24 is probably the cutoff.
I think we've probably seen it done at even less than that, but consistently, maybe 24 with good. Gear.
I know I attempted a 22 and it lost me because you got to be able to survive one hit.
Right. We've seen it in the teens. I think it's possible, but it's not as likely that you would pull it off. If you've got like Golem and stuff, that helps a lot.
Yeah, like this fight's not going to be easy by any shape of the imagination.
The damage is really good, but our knight is down, and our knight also missed earlier. So he needs to hit, and he needs to be up, and he needs to be hasted, and it's just a lot for the Time Mage to take care of all by itself. So
yeah, and those double hits aren't going to help.
Mixing is really nice, though. You can resurrect someone to full health, and then they can take a hit. So you can also boost levels. You can high potion for 1,000 instead of 500, because that's one of Chemist's nice inherent gimmicks. You know what I like is the Kiss of Blessing mix, which gives you haste, image, and yeah, there you go. That's what you want on this knight. You just don't want him to trigger a dispel counter against himself. That's the only thing you hope not to see. But 6,000 for the win. Nice swing there, Galif.
Nicely done.
And by the way, we're on track to have Galif finish the seed and survive the game, which can happen here in this randomizer. You have to clear more forest to get Kara, like in vanilla, to switch out for Galif. So it is possible that the old man
let's see
lives
how
all the way
good
to the end.
Let's see how good Fiery's notes are, because my assumption is he's going to go to Mirage, chop,
Yes.
and then go Falls.
That would be my plan if I was him as well. And as long as he checked that hint about Waterfall being on the path and he remembered
And
it,
it was
he should be
Toll.
all set.
Level 3 Flare and level 4.
All that blue magic that we unfortunately cannot use.
And the reason we're laughing so hard when Fiery finds it is because it's literally Fiery's favorite class.
Yeah. Ooh, I see Aegis shields. We have one person that can use that. That's free white hole immunity that you don't have to mix up, plus
We
just
got Dragon
a bunch of Dragon
Fangs.
Fangs. Nice.
He's bought 10.
Hey, it's something to spend all this money on. You've got a lot of money at this point. I'm in favor of buying those Dragon Fangs. There are some really good mixes you can make with those.
I would be tempted to check the other shops first. Like, there's Haste 2.
Very nice. Well, there's stuff I think that Fiery can sell. I don't even know if he's bothered to take the time to sell anything at this point.
Excalibur is there a little late. I'd still probably buy one. It's stronger than what you got.
If you get equipped swords on Ninja, it is. I guess that's what he's got going on.
Yeah, Excalibur and Hardened. It's not bad.
You got to be careful because there are some holy absorbing bosses, but I think the only one that's still out there is maybe Gargoyles. So there's just one boss to be careful of with Excalibur.
Oh, Bone Mail equipped. Ooh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You want to sell that bone mail and that thornlet because they're going to give you troubles otherwise when you switch up some of your abilities later. But
and he lost to the NPC boss.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You hate to see that, but oh well, it happens.
Running shoes after you spent all the money. That's why you check all the shops first.
But all you need is to sell some stuff. You buy one pair of running shoes for your Time Mage, and then you can cast Haste 2 first turn on the rest of the party. You really only need the money to buy one pair.
So he's going to try to get... Oh, he just sold that. He just sold all his pinwheels. Wow.
You can buy other pairs if you want your ninja to go first. It will go... It's faster than Time Mage, so it will get first turn. Personally, though, I like... My strategy playing Career Day is different than vanilla in terms of running shoes. If I have Haste 2, I only buy one pair of shoes.
We're selling a lot of our throwables, which is surprising to me.
Well, let's see. Yeah, because that's your huge damage in the final fight. You could sell.
We sold all 3 of our pinwheels. We sold all of our weapons.
He wants to buy running shoes for a bunch of people, so he doesn't even have to take the time to cast Haste, I guess. But
I think we're going for 4. Yeah, we have enough.
There's enough for 4 right there. Well, now he's going to put on some... he's going to see Bone Mail, maybe?
Nope, he missed Bone Mail on the first character.
Maybe take it off. He's looking at.
There
some
he
things.
goes.
Yeah,
He saw it.
yeah. And you can sell it for good money.
Yeah,
he needs to
he's-
sell some of these things that he took off.
I think he's about to go sell it. He's
Sell
looking for
maybe
it.
One wall ring.
There it
There's
is.
the bone mail. It's gone. Okay. Alright, he's done shopping now.
That
And the
crisis
team
would have
is-
only came into play if that character had died and he tried to revive him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and or if you do and it's some like healing or something, then it would hurt you. But the thing is, like, if you have bone mail on in the last fight by accident and somebody's down for the entire rest of the fight, once they're down, that's pretty rough. Straight to the waterfall. Okay.
All right, so he's taking good hits. Fiery is clearly at an advantage and a lead.
Yeah, this is he's on a great pace here.
Yeah.
Okay, we
If
can
he-
X-zone.
If he keeps going, then we're going to be crowning Fiery as a 2-time career day champion.
That's right. He
But-
won the 4-job tournament last summer.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a new color for him for winning too.
Freddeh taking on Minnow, also not going for the instant kill assassin dagger throw. I think the knife's doom proc is too valuable to throw it away at this point. Plus the damage is good. So he's just throwing javelins and throwing other things and swinging with the knight. He's probably going to get through this, no problem. There he goes. And now if this hits the knight, everyone will live. Uh-oh, he's got 2 wall rings. This is going to heal up Minnow. Minnow's not dead yet. He absorbs the holy. Oh, the bane of the night rings. How many times will it happen?
We need Holy to not hit one. 50-50 chance.
Oh no, it happens again. This is so silly. I love it. Freddie's like, what the heck? Is he gonna throw the assassin dagger now just to make sure that he dies? He is. He's gonna throw it just to make sure that he dies without bouncing a holy heal onto himself. Oh no. Wait. He did it anyways. I think his script got broken by these holy heals. We don't know what the heck's gonna happen. We're gonna have to talk to Freddeh about that one. I've never seen this happen before. Look at this luck. Minnow just surviving so rudely over and over again. Oh my gosh, the luck. How many? Okay, not enough MP. He finally ran out of MP.
You know, Freddy's like, ah.
That was hilarious. Oh my gosh.
We have Callow sitting in Leviathan spot. We have 2
she's
people
really
down.
annoying. If you have the Twin Lance in your first hand, you can negate her counters. But that's a really obscure strat. Fiery, what else might he try and do? Any kind of magic, like unfortunately we don't have media. I think he's gonna have to use the chemist to like off someone so that each swing does a lot of damage and she doesn't get many counters in, something like that. You know, keeping the bone mail is actually another thing you can do against her so that her drains hurt her instead of you, but I don't think she necessarily targets the person that hit her with the drains. So you'd have to have bone mail on multiple people, and we'd just not really worth it. There you go. Okay.
I was living the meme.
I like
Atmos
this
is-
strat of boosting Galuf. Now he just needs to hit. And yeah, just keep boosting his levels and healing him with the chemist or as necessary. Or just doing whatever sort of support with chemist as necessary. Freddeh would still at least, I think still has 2 reflect rings on. That slows him down because he can't haste the damage dealers. Those reflect rings, I think, are hurting him more than helping, which is usually the case in career day.
Yeah, you only put wall rings
auto-equip,
on usually for like 2 or 3 encounters.
Yeah, and usually you roll into a fight without them on, and then if you need it, you do a quick reset.
Yeah, you'll usually see people do it mainly for catastrophe.
Yeah.
So you'll keep one wall ring until you get to catastrophe, and then you sell them off.
Yep. Okay,
And
so Fiery's hitting for max damage here. I think he's got a good plan against Callow. These high potions, really useful. This chemist is your healer on this team, basically. Wall rings before Castle X death is a good strat, yes. As long as you're not haste 2ing the team or something like that. It can be a good strat.
Freddeh is a X death, a Mirage shopping trip, and a Callow behind.
And 3rd tablet was at the waterfall, so Fiery is in go mode. At 119, we may see a sub 2 4-job seed here. Like, this has gone really fast for Fiery. Of course, there's always the chance of a...
They've had really good luck on items they've gotten and the boss locations. I mean, they could still have a rude one coming up. Like, they could have a really bad shoot.
And they got lucky at the very start with this team. Like, this is just a strong team. But Necro is a possibility in the Void. Stalker in the Void would be really rude. We don't have a whole lot of protection from some of the really strong physical fighting bosses in the Void.
Oh yeah, we ran into an antlion that could hurt.
Sure. And also sort of debuff the team by removing levels and doing all the nasty things that it does.
You wouldn't think that antlion is usually a dangerous boss, but when you have no golem and no physical protection, it's gonna hurt.
That Sage Staff that Fiery just found in the Void is actually a really nice pickup because it revives you at critical health, and so with your Knight you can do guard strats, and you can cover everybody. Running shoes in the Void, Fiery. Oh, after he bought 4, that's okay.
A pair is better than 4.
Yeah, might as well have 5.
You gotta have that pair for Kara in case you want to go get her.
If you're Fiery, though, you do need to be thinking about what your strat is to beat the final boss. Now, you have Mix, which means you can buff up everybody to be really strong, and that's probably enough.
I think we're methodically taking it slow with physical damage.
Yeah, I mean, he sold most of his good throwing items earlier, so he's going to have to be swinging.
Like, if we find Meteor, Meteor is good for the first phase, just not for the second.
Yeah, absolutely, yep.
And that might be what he's looking for, because you see him opening chests, and realistically, there's nothing he needs. But if he finds Meteor specifically, I mean, he can use it for tree net. And tree net, it'll nuke tree net really quickly.
Yeah, I would definitely be opening these chests still. You're looking for maybe Magic Lamp.
Oh yeah, Lamp would be awesome too.
And Meteor.
I wasn't even thinking about Lamp. Lamp just killing one section of that last fight is going to alleviate some stress. Now, you do not have Almagest, and you do not have no cross protection at all with this party.
That's right. So you need high hit points, or you need a bunch of turtle shells, which I do not think were for sale in Mirage. I don't remember.
No, we had dragon fangs, not turtle shells.
You can do dragon defense, which helps. It gives you a bunch of statuses. I think shell, protect, and reflect all at once. And the shell and the protect will persist after the reflect wears off. So
apparently turtle shells were for sale. I was wrong.
Oh, did he buy?
I saw dragon fangs. I didn't remember seeing turtle shells. Apparently they're right here in the Mirage shop.
That is huge then, because 2 turtle shells gives you shell and protect. So that really helps you survive the Almagest. It's a little bit of an obscure mix. Freddeh might not be totally up on all the mixes. He's buying some Dragon Fangs. When he sees those running shoes, I wonder what he's gonna do.
He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna be like, oh, I just spent all my money. Sell the world.
Well, yeah, he's got plenty of stuff that he can sell, but I wonder how much he will sell. I wonder how many shoes he will buy. I would only buy one, but Fiery went for 4, and I'm sure it might actually be faster
The
to
Void
go
has
for
not
4.
been bad
It's
so
just
far.
that,
We're 2 bosses down already.
takes all your money away. Yep, looking good so far.
I'm literally, right now, if I'm in Fiery shoes, I'm not worried about anything except for the last boss, I think. I think I'm just worried about the final fight at this point.
Yeah,
Because we do not have a reliable strat.
No, I think he's fine. Even for the final boss, he can life shield for White Hole, and then he's got the turtle shells, and so he can just heal with his chemist and in the second fight and do damage. It's gonna take a little while, even at max level, but not that long. All right, Freddy sees the shoes. He's looking for a lamp though to kill one part all by itself, and maybe even to lamp all the way to Golem. And
See, if you were looking for a lamp, I think he should have looted the falls too. At least the stuff in his path. He didn't even touch the falls.
Really, I did not. I guess I wasn't looking over there.
Yeah, he ran straight to the boss.
Okay, Bahamut here in the Void can be a little rough. We've got great damage.
We're racing him
if
though.
I'm Fiery, I think I want to mix up some protection. It looks like he's not mixing, but if I was him, I think I might.
We just need no
try
Mega
and
Flare.
mix.
Okay, I think
Just-
we're good. He didn't do Mega Flare in his first attack. I think we're good.
Yeah, he's probably going to go down before he gets another chance to attack.
Yeah,
Yes.
that knight was doing 7k hit.
Very nice. Kiss of Blessing on 2 people. Really good damage output there. Level 36. Okay.
Fiery is showing his extreme knowledge of all the jobs. Again, he won the 4-job tournament, so he knows all his jobs inside and out.
Okay, you can X-Zone Carby, but you have to wait for him to take some turns. These spells aren't even hitting all that hard. Now, if Fiery goes for a Death Potion mix, that actually does not work. Because, believe it or not, yeah, going for X-Zone instead, yeah. Carbuncle is immune to the death status, but his weak form is not heavy, so very well done on Fiery's part, using X-Zone there.
Alright, we have 2 fights left before the final fight.
Still no Meteo has appeared, right? I expect to see Meteo in, like, the final floors of the Void or something.
I expect it to be in Falls, because he skipped it.
Yeah, that could be too. Maybe Freddy will reveal that.
Because all these in-game page locations have all really good stuff. Flare Sword.
Too bad. That's a nice, strong ability, but we can't use it.
Now, I know if you're Fiery, you're an hour and a half and you're already at the Halley spot, you're probably feeling really good. I wonder how Freddy's feeling.
Titan, he's going to hit very hard.
Yeah,
but Kiss of Blessing is really good. It's gives you that image, that image status. So you're not going to be taking any hits from
We have
Titan.
to be careful, though. We're down to 10 Maiden's Kisses.
That's enough.
I know. Trying to add a little dramatic flair, because Fiery's sitting here crushing the seed like it's nothing. Oh, there goes the time mage.
1600 damage to the back row. That really hurts, Titan. But with Chemist, you can full revive that Time Mage at any time.
I'm worried about it. Throwing Protect on one of the attackers. Yep, just rolling 2 Kisses of Blessing and going. Earthshaker does nothing because we're off the ground.
I would try and revive Lena here. Sorry, not Lena.
Bart's.
Bart's. Just in case Titan takes out your chemist, and then you can't control the fight anymore. And then he might actually take out the others before they finish him off. But I mean, it's not too likely at this point. But if you whiff a bunch of swings or something. All right. Knight didn't do much early, but boy, is it smacking things around now.
Yup, that Brave Blade find.
Yeah, and then in the final fight, we're going to buff up Knight to level 99, and even with just one hand, it's going to be hitting extremely hard. Maybe we'll keep two-handed, I don't know. If you just use Life Shield, you don't necessarily need the Aegis Shield for the final fight.
A sub 2 for job is impressive.
Oh, definitely, yep.
If he manages to get it. I mean, he still might not get it, because that final fight's going to take a minute. And if he wipes somehow to either a Medio accidentally or an Almagest, I mean, things can still go wrong.
Okay, gargoyles are actually a little bit of a problem. You need to kill them at the same time, and we don't have the greatest AoE. Like, scrolls don't really cut it so well anymore when they have 25,000 hit points each.
Fast.
They are, yeah. Fiery's trying to decide what he wants to do here. This is elemental power. Hey, that's a good mix. Boosting your scroll throw damage. I think the Knight might want to just guard at this point. And throw every scroll you've got. It's going to go slowly, but you will win. The only thing you have to worry about is if they do that fusion move, where one gives its health to the other and dies, and then the other one revives the first one and basically starts the fight all over again. One thing you could do to prevent that is berserk them, or berserk one of them with the power staff, but I think that you don't do that until the fusion happens, and then you do a quick zerk, so that remaining one does not revive the other. We'll see if that even happens. This is a very fast team. And there you go. Just pump some levels into your ninja for more scroll damage. You'll get there eventually. Okay. It's also their attacks hurt. We're all in on Lena here. You can guard with the Knight, yes? Is that what's happening with
Yes.
Galif?
The Knight is guarding, and we're mixing Samson powers onto Lena and just throwing scrolls.
So this is really good. The Knight taking 0 damage, covering the Chemist, and Lena has image status, I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
We've got Mirage Vest, and we're doing the Mirage Vest glitch.
Yeah, no one can be hit right now, so we're looking good.
For anyone who doesn't know what the Mirage Vest glitch is, if you go into your inventory, change, I think it's just hands, right? Or is it just items in your inventory?
Either one works.
No. And then you
somehow guard. Oof,
well,
now it's down to Lena solo. She's got to keep that image up and keep the scroll throwing up.
Noble Bolt, she might get hit in between her image falling off and getting reapplied.
Oh, good job on the hardened dagger blocking. 2 in a row. Good RNG there.
Lena is the hero of our story. You see him just waiting.
Yeah.
Oh, and another
block. Meanwhile, Freddeh has beaten Callow and is getting the last tablet. He's in go mode now. I'm really worried about a fusion right now, because if there's a fusion that happens right here, all of a sudden the fight starts over again, and I think Fiery just resets out and tries again. Luckily, they're still just attacking. Just enough. Just
10
enough
health over.
To kill. You know,
this
he must have been really close. I wasn't counting the damage, but 25. He needs to throw 26 scrolls or something.
He started with 18, and he was down to 8. He threw 10 or 12 scrolls at least on just fire, and I think he threw a thunder at the beginning.
Yeah, gosh.
So he was like 14 or 15 scrolls in, probably.
Yeah, one of the things that you could do here is you could put the image ability... Wait a minute. Well, not everybody has image, but Ninja and... you learn the image ability from Ninja, so I know his Knight has it, and Lena has it. And you can just keep putting up image on yourself, and you can actually berserk these guys so that they don't revive each other or anything, basically breaking their script. And then you can do physical damage against them, and you don't have to worry about them doing fusion or anything. So this is basically Freddie's chance to come back, is if Fiery has a really tough time with these gargoyles, and if Freddie does not. But I think Fiery's going to get through this. It's just there is a little bit of nastiness that could happen. Gargoyles are not generally considered a really tough boss, but in this case, I say this is quite a nasty spot for them to be. And for this team,
I'm actually glad that we have something that's putting a challenge to our runners.
Yes, we needed at least one tough void boss, or else this is just going to be a complete walkover.
Freddie gets his second pair of running shoes because he did not buy extra.
Okay, so he only
we have
did
2 people
one
throwing
pair,
now.
which is the move that I would make.
He has 2 people throwing now, by the way.
Good. Might as well go for that. Use up all your scrolls here unless you were saving them for like the final fight or something, which I don't think would really pay off. How are we doing on the mix ingredients here? We're going to want to... Oh, we've got those dragon fangs for later, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we need to worry too much about...
We have to worry about our revivifies.
Mm-hmm.
Revivifies we will need, but for White Hole, we'll need to keep at least 4. We have 50. We're good. Oh, okay. We're okay. I thought that chemist might go down before he got the resurrection off.
Yeah, these gargoyles are really mean, aren't they? It might be time for some night guarding now.
He's just trying to throw him down.
Okay, that's fine. Because Knight will cover the chemist at this point, and then the chemist can revive the Knight, so basically just non-stop. Again, the real concern is whether a fusion happens before you get the kill. And with the double throwing scrolls, it reduces the chance of that, which is good. Well, I think that was a little mix error there, but it happens. Definitely happens when you're trying to go fast. There you go, Galuf with the block, and then there should be another... There should be a chance for the chemist to get him back up. Oh yeah. Freddie has taken down Ifrit in the Void Forest.
We're breaking Thunder Staves.
Here we go. Why not? You worry that also the damage gets a little bit slightly offset because the numbers are kind of low, and you don't want one of these to die and the other one to stay alive. Although being hasted, chances are they're not going to get a turn in before you do to finish them off. Well, I certainly would not have predicted that gargoyles would be the toughest fight in this race. But,
I don't think I would have either. I wasn't even thinking about gargoyles as a potentially dangerous boss, but there we go. We got him down.
Nice. Fiery did it second try, which I think is very reasonable for the difficulty of that fight there. 50,000 hit points split between the two of them. And Freddie also, I think he X-zoned the liquid flame, so he's looking good.
Bahamut's next.
Bahamut was potentially tough. It's possible that Freddeh could have trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll
if
have
he
to
gets
see.
Mega Flared on the first attack, where Fiery didn't, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, and that can happen. I think it's a 1/3 chance as long as Bahamut has high hit points. So if you can knock him down quickly, like that first swing there probably put us out of danger range. But now he's got to worry about the low hit point Mega Flare attacks. Ooh, and a one-shot of his Lena in the back row. So Bahamut can hit hard in a lot of different ways.
Alright, we have Fiery. He's going to attempt our last fight here. He's gonna have a plan. He's getting turtle shells up, so turtle shells are part of his plan.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see a lot of mixing at the beginning of this fight. A lot.
Freddeh using javelins against Bahamut, but really needs a good night swing. Ooh,
Mega Flare.
unfortunate. Got
Yeah, he
Mega
resets.
Flared.
He knows that's gonna be a wipe no matter what.
Yep. So that was just low hit points. Bahamut getting a turn in. Freddeh had to take some turns to revive people, and it hurt his damage output. And so yeah, he's gonna have to fight both of these bosses again.
I think the
now
thing that's
because-
hurting is him not knowing the Kiss of Blessing, or just not using it.
Yeah, that's a really, really good mix. Just gives 3 statuses at once. Really amazing. Although he's just using like haste 2 on the whole team, so it's more the blink and the berserk part.
No magic lamp, no Meteo.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate that we have no lamp because the back of Ned is a pain in the butt because it's back row. You want to be able to probably throw things at it, but Fiery sold most of his good throwables. So I think that's going to be
This is gonna be a tough fight for Fiery.
annoying. Yeah, it's going to be annoying because the back casts spells on your team, and you don't want to have to deal with those spells, you know?
We have 3 people with white hole protection right out the gate. The only one who can get white hole is Lena. And she did.
Well, I'm sure we have ways to bring her right back.
25% chance.
Yeah, that was
Well, actually, funny enough, Dragon Lord is. We don't allow that in our rando, especially in racing. That is one of the few things that is completely banned in the FF5 CD racing.
yeah. You're not allowed to Kiss of Blessing any enemy that is immune to Berserk status, even though Kiss of Blessing overwrites that. So mostly you want to just be using it on your team. That way you're safe and you're not gonna break a boss that is not supposed to be broken, like Ted. Yeah, you have to fight Ned in Career Day, which is just basically one of our only rules, and it just makes things more interesting. I mean, if we did the quick kill on Ted here and skipped Ned, then we would not have this interesting final fight where we need to use
This is not
all
going to be
kinds of
free.
game knowledge. Yeah.
We're going to level our 2... I say we level our 2 damage dealers, but he's going to level his... Interesting. He used a giant drink?
Yeah, Giant Drink is double hit points.
Yeah, he used that on the Time Mage.
Well, maybe he's gonna do it to everyone eventually. Yeah, he's just doubling everyone's hit points so that he doesn't need to worry too much about health.
Yeah, we're just... We don't ban too much in our career day. I mean, we have Chemist Samurai, which is broken already. But yeah, we just... we try to have fun with it. We don't have a big racing community. We would love more people. So if you're interested in coming and racing with us, we welcome everybody. We have a lot of people who did 4-Job Fiesta before time, or they came over from different randos. feel free to come hang out, play a seed, see what you think. This has, if you're coming from something like FE or Worlds Collide, this has a lot more stuff to learn, but it's a very rewarding rando to play, and it's always different because your jobs are always different to start with.
Absolutely, I think there's so much to learn if you're interested in getting into the nitty-gritty of this, and it's just nice to be able to sit down and complete the game in a single sitting, which is not really a thing with vanilla FF5 unless you're a speedrunner, and in that case there's a whole step route and other things to deal with that aren't as fun or varied as a randomizer.
I think I like this randomizer a lot. I've never had a seed that felt the same.
Okay, Freddeh has now beaten the throne, and we know gargoyles are next. I think he's going straight ahead, which means he needs to get through this fight first try, or else he's going to have to do double duty again. And this is a rough fight, as we have seen. What is going to be Freddie's strat to take on the gargoyles? He's going for damage. He thinks he can X-zone one, but that's not possible. You can get an assassin dagger proc, but he threw the assassin dagger. You can mix a a death potion on one, but you actually need to mix it on both of them. That's one way that he could get through the fight much faster than Fiery is if he
we had
two mixers and used those 2 dark matters to instant kill.
We had 2 or 3 dark matters.
He's got 2, so he could do it right here. The death potion mix would be the way to do it. If he's checking his vulnerabilities, there you go.
Yep.
He's gonna.
I think you might even be able to get them both off on. Well, you got a chemist too, so you're gonna be able to get both of them off.
If you have 2 mixers, definitely. If you only have 1 mixer, well, you're hasted and you hope. Come on. Okay, he did it. I think he did it. Oh, did he? He missed.
He targeted the wrong person.
It's targeting. Oh no. And that's his last dark matter. Oh, that was Freddie's big catch-up move too, because it's the quick kill. Like, it took Fiery so much longer. Now he has to kill 2 bosses, or no, 3, 4.
He didn't save after Bahamut. Oh, did he skip Bahamut?
He might have skipped Bahamut. That's it. So he's got 3 bosses to kill, and that's why he didn't run back before. No wonder I didn't notice him beating Bahamut, because he didn't fight Bahamut.
We're floating for the Titan.
Freddeh was trying to be fast. I'm not sure if an input was eaten or if just that he forgot that the standard mixes target your team first, so you have to.
There's no cursor memory when you're mixing.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great play by Freddeh. It's a shame that it didn't quite work out for him in terms of getting the quick kill on the gargoyles.
Okay, apparently we only have Hallie. Apparently he went back and saved after the Apocalypse encounter. So we've just got Titan and gargoyles.
Oh, yeah, there was Liquid Flame at a Panda library, I think, so...
Yeah, so he
didn't
went
have to
back and
redo
saved
that
once.
either. Okay, so just Titan. Well, what Freddeh can do on the second try here is just put mix on 2 people, and it'll be a really easy win against gargoyles. So I don't think he'll have any trouble, unless he mismenus again, getting through the fight. So he'll be doing well.
Yeah, we should see him on at least Ted by the time that, if Fiery first attempts this Ned. He probably will, but there is still chances, like really bad crosses can still happen. That's why you see him going straight after the crosshead.
Yes. It looks like he only really has 2 damage dealers here. You could do some brain kissing with your chemist, and you could do some rod breaking with your time mage, but other than that, it's mostly the Knight and Ninja show here, and a lot of...
It's a little scary to see that your Knight gets hit for about half health through a Protect Potion.
Yep, he's going to need some healing here. But
That vacuum wave hurt.
The nice thing is that your Knight is hitting for max damage. though, you will get through these individual parts fairly quickly.
Yeah, they have about 60,000 each, so...
Yep, he doesn't want to get Grand Crossed at all, and so what he's doing at the start here is taking out that part first, so that the weird RNG does not burn him.
That was a bad Almagest.
And you can basically not get any Grand Crosses at all if you pump enough damage into the Grand Cross part. So he's going to take care of that, but he definitely needs these other two characters to be on full support duty because, yeah, Ned is hurting the team right now pretty hard. And Freddie gets the 2 death potions on the gargoyles, looking good. He's probably going to have to run all the way back to save, all the way back to the Omega save.
Now the good news,
run forward to the end.
The good news for people who like FE and stuff, this boss with his Almagest is fairly similar to the way Zeromus does his big attack, and the fact that it takes a little bit in between. You can't get hit twice in a row, and we did kill the cross.
Yep, Grand Cross is done, which is really good.
We need to get people healed before Almagest goes off again, though.
Yes, but we are also focusing damage on the Almagest part here, so Fiery knows to take this one out next.
And then he's got to spread damage.
Yeah, he's going to have to count damage, which is really annoying. The front has 50,000, the back has 60,000. And it is back row, which means that your damage to the back is getting halved, your physical damage. It's going to be really slow and annoying to count this damage out. Maybe the Knight plus the Knight attacking the back and Ninja attacking the front might come out sort of even.
If an Almagest goes off right now, that was a bad Bolt 3.
Well, the sprite would be shaking if the Almagest was imminent, right? So we know it's not coming anytime too soon. 6,000 damage from the Ninja. That might be more than what the Knight can do to the back. We'll have to see.
Your 2 damage dealers are healthy now.
Yeah, gotta do all this mixing. Chemist is basically saving the day here with all this mixing, protecting everyone. Okay, there's the shake.
We got maybe one more round to kill this before we get an Almagest.
Wonder how many high potions Fiery has left. I need to check that next time.
We missed on the Knight. We whiffed.
I hate it. I really hate when the Knight misses, but it's definitely a thing.
Oh, we might get another turn out of it.
He only has 4 high potions left. There's not that much healing left. But if he does Kiss of Blessing, that at least heals
the Almagest
itself. Okay, so less damage coming in is always a good thing. Ooh, got dispelled. Might need to remix up some protection.
Okay, so we're doing about 3k to the back with the Ninja.
Yeah, I think the Knight is going to hit the front way too hard. Oh, he's also just going for the back. Okay. So if he's counting damage, he can get this down to almost dead and then focus on the front if that's what he wants to do. And it doesn't really... Neither of these parts have any sort of low HP script as long as they're both alive.
With 11.
Oh. This is really tough because with missing, some of your damage calculations might get a little bit thrown off.
We're 16 in the back, 9 in the front right now.
And we do not have the ability to scan either of these, so you need to keep track of this in your head, the damage that you've done. I think what Fiery did actually was he evens them out. He did about 10,000 damage to the back so that they're both equal. And then in theory, you don't have to count damage anymore as long as you're doing even damage to both parts.
We're at like 27 in the back and we're at like 16 on the front.
This is scary, but another thing also is that if everyone has like shell status, there's a good chance that you do survive something nasty, even if one part is left. And
yeah, I don't think you survive a Meteo, though.
You finish off the...
You might have 1 or 2 people survive a Meteo.
It depends what their health is. We don't have much healing left. So unfortunately, unless you've got elixirs to burn, I don't think you're going to have a whole lot of health, which is what you sort of need to survive the really rough attack if there's one piece left. And that knight missing again is really annoying. The only thing that I would add to Fiery's strategy here would be Drain Kiss for damage and also for healing. You do one Drain Kiss, you're healed up to your max health, which has been boosted by the giant drink, or the giant drink mix, I should say. And then you can actually survive like meteos and stuff. So anyone who has mix should be maybe using that.
Well, we are not disappointed in the final fight. The final fight is still interesting.
Yes, and Freddeh is against Ted, so he's managed to, sort of catch up in a sense. I'm not sure, this fight takes a while, so it's just
literally Freddeh's. Yeah, Freddeh's needs Fiery to wipe. Freddeh needs a Meteo to happen before X does right here.
And
did not. That was it.
Okay, and that's GG. Wow, nice.
That is GG. That is back-to-back tournament wins for FieryBlizzard.
And he did it in less than 2 hours with a 4-job team. Now, this team was a strong team for sure, but very impressive. Limited to basically one instant death ability in X Zone. Never found Meteo. Very impressive job by Fiery. And I think that Freddeh hopefully will try and finish this fight himself as well to show that he can pull it off. Let's see if we can send a message to Fiery here. Maybe we will give him a moment in case he needs to...
He probably needs to breathe. He probably needs to maybe even go to the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
He's been sitting there racing for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah. It's time to bask a little bit in the victory of having won the entire tournament. And by the way, I would say that Fiery has been probably the most impressive racer. Like, we didn't make any sort of prediction beforehand or anything, but Fiery is really, really, really good. And everybody makes some mistakes in their race, but the mistakes that he made were extremely minor. I don't even know if he had 2 dark matters to try to take out gargoyles.
He might have sold them for the running shoes.
Very well might have, yeah. Although it's nice to keep those in case you do. I guess
he would have got one guaranteed off a Soul Cannon. I don't know where the other one came from, but he definitely would have got one off a Soul Cannon. Guaranteed.
Yeah. And Atmos actually gives one as well.
Yeah, so he should have had 2.
Maybe they were both found and not bought at all, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, technically we did have that as an instant kill ability, the Death Potion mix, but we only had 2 Dark Matters, and you kind of need to save those for late in the seed for a case like where Freddeh used them against their gargoyles. And so, yeah. Other than that, the X Zone put in good work. It didn't miss too many times. It was just really impressive overall. Freddeh also is going to have a very good time for this particular team and flag set.
You joining us, Fiery?
Does someone have to send him an invite?
Well, he's in chat.
I don't have the ability to send him an invite into this voice chat, I don't think.
It automatically sends it.
Okay. Well, as long as he's gotten that.
I gotta click a button. It's me.
Okay.
I had to click that button. Now he should get an invite. Sorry, dual tracking and calming. And now we're joined. It's actually clicked that he was done.
Yeah, it's a little bit waiting for that.
GG's, Blizzard.
Thank you. That was a nice seed.
Yeah, I didn't verify too much on it. I just saw the jobs and saw the Omni wasn't gonna lock you, and I literally closed the spoiler after that. So I didn't know if it was a jet, anything.
It was definitely for a 4 job. It definitely was a jet.
Yeah, I think the items played nicely for what you guys had. You guys got to showcase all 4 jobs fairly well, actually.
Yeah, Time Mage kind of fell off the wayside.
Haste 2?
Yeah, well,
I never found it. I just had 4 running shoes.
Hey, Haste 2?
Oh,
Was
no,
in,
I did find it in
yep.
Mirage, but I also found 4 running shoes, and just like, whatever.
Did you sell your Dark Matters?
No, but I figured there was a chance that I might want it for another fight. I guess.
No, for
Gargoyles?
Gargoyles.
Yeah, I
that
could
was
have
the
done
only fight that was slow because of not.
Yeah, Freddie did that, and that's how he caught up so much. He was a lot behind, like 4 or 5 bosses behind.
Yeah, I had forgotten that they are susceptible to Doom.
Yeah,
Because I always
That's
just think
the story.
break. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh.
So, did you think that Gargoyles would be your block?
No, I was waiting to see Necro for the 3rd finals in a row, actually.
Necro was hiding elsewhere.
Yeah, if I could get first turn on Necro, I mean, it just depends whether or not I can get I turtle shell the right person, right? If I can do that, well, no, we had a knight in there that had a lot of HP. So Necro, assuming it wasn't like TT spot, wouldn't have been too bad.
Dodged Necro and Stalker, so you can't feel too bad about how this was.
And
Gargoyles
Shoat.
were and Shoat too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't worried about Shoat, actually.
With the
we had an
with, like,
Aegis shield.
Aegis, you can just attack with that one person and block their counter every time. Yeah.
Yeah, this finals is speedy, but you showcased a lot of stuff very well. Like you demied a boss. What was the other thing you did that was kind of cool? There was the Kiss of Blessing use.
Yes.
Yeah, basically, I don't want to trigger counters, or if I want to, I just want to make sure I'm doing as much damage as possible, so... Berserk character, and then just put the controller down after mixing the knight up a lot.
Yeah, that's how you got so far ahead, was your use of Kiss of Blessing and just chewing through bosses for like 8k.
Yeah, Berserk is a powerful status. That's why you probably shouldn't be giving it to bosses unless you have to.
Your first try X-Zone on Timmy also helped.
Oh, yeah.
And your first Omni.
Yeah, that was a good roll.
I mean, I don't... Yeah, I mean, with the Omniscient there, I immediately was thinking, okay, well, Berserk strats here should be fine. 3,000 HP or something, so...
Wow, that was almost 5k flame scroll.
Yeah, so this was going to be
nice.
my strat at Neo XDef, was using scrolls. And then I used almost all of them at Gargoyles. I was like, okay, well, I'm still going to be hitting like 9,000, like quad 9s with the knight, so I wasn't too worried.
Yeah, we were hoping maybe a magic lamp would show up on the way or something to take out some of that for you, but no.
Almaguest part is down on Freddie's side.
I like how Freddie went the opposite way, where I thought Grin Cross was the much bigger problem.
A flare.
I don't think he mixed up those night drinks.
He didn't buy turtle shells.
Ah.
Oh, he didn't buy turtle shells either. So yeah, you had much better safety. His final fight is going to be scary, but throwing.
There's the Grand Cross.
Oh my god, he's gotta face a Grand Cross here. This is rough.
Hopefully he gets lucky here.
But I would say Time Mage just having haste early.
Darkness on the Ninja and on the Time Mage is all I see.
That's not bad.
Yeah, Time Mage never found Meteo in this seed either, so Exxon was sort of, and other things that Time Mage can do, like breaking rods and doing haste and other utility stuff, was sort of its contribution. I think it still was a good contributor to the run.
Yeah, and honestly, I went into it, I saw those jobs, I'm like, I'm gonna have 2 supports unless I find Meteo. But yeah, I was debating whether or not to go to Mirage, and I'm like, okay, first off, there could be... That's a nice Reflect Holy there. I was like, okay, there could be mixed ingredients. I was looking for turtle shells, because those often show up in Mirage. I didn't care about hints, because we knew Falls was... Or I knew Falls was the last tablet. And then I was like, okay, maybe I can find, like, chicken knives or something.
Right.
Yeah, I thought you were looking for Magic Lamp, Chicken Knife, Brave Blade, and then when you found the Brave Blade, I was like, well, that's probably best case for this party.
It looks like both Freddie and I did the Barrier Tower chests.
Did.
Yes.
That's what the Brave Blade was.
And that was a really great find.
He skipped the tower monster in a box, where you didn't.
Oh, okay. The second one.
The crystal shield that was in the tower. Ooh, a reflected Delta attack.
Oh, too bad that didn't happen earlier and take out the Omegas part.
Yeah, when Neo Exo started and it hit my Chemist with Delta attack, I'm like, this is possibly the worst one to hit. Because the deal with Chemist, not only in terms of the mix, is the fact that I was relying on high potions for healing, and Chemist can do heals for double, which was what I was depending on to keep myself safe. So I'm like, okay, there's no way I'm gonna die if I have 1,000 HP heals and I have turtle shells up.
But you did run pretty low on high potions. You may have been a little bit concerned toward the end.
I was definitely a little bit concerned. You maybe were paying a little bit of attention where I had 3 high potions left. I was sitting there, I'm like, do I really want to use them now?
Really, the only thing that I may have done in your spot was mixed some Drain Kisses for healing instead from the... I mean, it only works on the mixers themselves, but it does get them all the way to max HP. Might have saved you on the limited high potions, but hey, Freddie has just finished.
GG, Freddie.
Well done. First try on both of you, and you had the tools, but it was not an easy final fight by any means. You had to take a lot of hits and deal with a lot of troubles.
Yeah, I think that's sort of what both of us were hoping for, though, in terms of having a seed where it wasn't, the 30-minute slog that I had last week. Something that was comfortable, but not, it's something that if you were to sort of mess around, you could find yourself in a very bad position very quickly. Because it wasn't an automatic Neo Exo fight.
Absolutely. But this team had enough tools to get through. You guys made sure to buy right mixed materials, and they were available too. Like sometimes turtle shells just don't appear. But I was glad to see that you bought a bunch of those. And all the other things that are important as well. So really well done. Sub 2 and a 4-job seed is very, very impressive. Also, no free first tablet.
Well, I wasn't terribly concerned about Sealed Castle at all in these flag sets, because unless there's running issues there, I don't really... I just don't find too much in there unless I have, like, Summoner or something like that.
Yeah, with a 4-job, the chances of something good are lowered. But you did find some useful things like, Assassin, Mirage Vest, and the Hardened Dagger.
Oh yeah, the first 3 checks were like all just for the ninja. I'm like, okay, this is probably the best I could expect.
Well,
Meteor was sitting there, but it wasn't.
We are joined by Freddie. GG's, Freddie.
GG, Freddie.
That was, fun, I guess.
Yeah, well, if you have any thoughts, please give us your thoughts. We've been talking to Fiery for a little bit, and very impressive that you guys both finished with really good times. Anything
Yeah,
you want to mention?
I'll take 2 hours for a 4-job seat any day, honestly. Like, I'm not, like, I feel like I last location stuff, but I also had some early mishaps with, like, I forgot about my ice rod for the early Timmy kill, which probably put me behind a bit. I don't know. I just didn't feel that slow other than, like, just random bumbling around in a couple places, maybe spending too much time shopping. I don't know.
It was... There was a few. It was a few items, like Fiery did land the first X zone on Timmy.
Of course you did. I did 4
Power
and none of them
Staff.
landed.
Power Staff on Omni to berserk him.
Oh, that's right. I even had that idea in my head, and I never actually did it. Yeah.
And then you had the really funny fight with Minotauros.
Oh,
I didn't know.
yeah. Also, Minotauros happened. Yeah, that's
You had a way better gargoyle.
the second try.
Oh, I mean,
Well,
it took me 2 tries, and I was close to killing it the first time. I accidentally
Yeah.
defended on a knight rather than guard, and that just took out my entire party.
Well,
Yeah,
I just immediately reset after death potioning.
He death potion Bart.
Gloof, or Gloof question mark instead of the other gargoyle, and I didn't have a third one, so I didn't feel like trying for X zoning, so I immediately reset and had to do Titan again because I just went straight into the Twintinia fight, tried to save time.
I forgot you could death potion gargoyle, so I probably spent about 10 minutes or so on gargoyles, including all of my scrolls.
Oh wow,
Well,
that makes up for literally all the other time I lost. So like, I don't know how you were so far ahead.
Well, Fiery also got through Bahamut.
Oh, I guess Bahamut helps, but it's not that much further of a run.
The thing that really helped speed Fiery up was he was religiously using Kiss a Blessing on the night for like 8k swings.
Yeah, basically zerking.
Wait, what is that?
Zerk,
Oh, that's right. There's a fucking
image.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Go bleep that out. No, I don't know. But Zerk plus haste plus image, pretty good, pretty good mix. Yeah.
Was there turtle shells available early?
Yeah. Well, there was turtle shells in the Mirage.
Mirage Town somewhere to buy.
They were in the item shop for 150 each.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kiss a Blessing though is Kiss a Blessing is a maiden kiss and antidote. So.
Yeah.
It's not turtle shell.
Yeah, so as soon as he got the Brave Blade out of Barrier Tower, he was using that for almost everything. Every fight, he was having to Kiss a Blessing on his knight.
Oh, that one's not on my list, which is annoying.
Yeah, annoying when the knight misses, though, right? When you're wanting to do like max damage and he just whiffs for nothing at all.
Like 5 times in a row, and you're just like...
That's what we were talking about. That's what we were talking about, though, Freddie, is we were like, that's a niche mix, and we actually banned using it against the bosses. So it's understandable to not remember that one.
Is it banned against all bosses or just X stuff? Because I thought it was just 3 X stuff.
Anything that would break a script.
Immune to Berserk.
Okay, so Archeo Avis and Tree X stuff are sort of the 2 main ones I can think of.
Yeah, you just don't want to break a boss's script, essentially.
I take it I didn't get lucky and you skipped the Brave Blade.
No, he got it on the first time through too. He had Tablet 1 way before you did, so he had Assassin and Hardened and Mirage Vest like 25 minutes in-ish.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got my tablets really late. By that point, I already had a good strategy.
Yeah, I think... Well, for me, I went into Barrier Tower. I took this trap chest just solely because I'm like, I need a better sword.
Yeah, no, that's what I was doing too. I'm like, I'm going through this. I may as well go through and do this.
I think it was Epee before that or something.
I think I may have grabbed Enhancer at one point, I think, from somewhere, but not like... I think it was just like right beforehand.
Yeah, Enhancer was like right next to it, basically, if I remember right. Like,
I think you guys literally did all the same checks too. I don't think anybody skipped anything, and you guys almost did them in the same order, which was funny.
Well,
that's funny.
According to the tracker, Freddie doesn't have a pyramid page, but I don't even remember right.
Pyramid,
I do.
You do? Okay, I was double tracking, and I was like, I probably missed it, but it didn't matter at that point.
Pyramid page was at Hear You Valley. I thought you guys both did Hear You Valley, but maybe only one did.
They did. I just didn't track it.
Oh, okay.
I think we literally did all the same checks, it sounds like. Unless you did
Yeah.
an extra world 3 check somewhere, but there's no reason to when you get the go
No.
mode in. Or
Yeah.
No mode. X-Def Castle was just like, here is everything. I'm like, okay.
yeah, here's the rest of the things that you need. Cool, have fun. Bye.
I was like, wow, I was really looking for the Mirage Raider, not even the Falls page. I'm like, I know that
Right.
either the Mirage Raider is going to be in here or it's going to be in Moor Forest or Big Bridge, and I can do 3 of 4 of those checks. I was like, then I can go check like Trench hints and Mirage hints, and then Greg 4 shows up with the
With the thing
with the
itself,
Falls
it's like,
page.
oh,
I'm just like, okay,
well.
never mind then.
cool. Yeah, no,
Early
I
on,
was my plan was to go see if the Bahamut was a double hint for North Mountain, just in case. But then I got this Falls. I'm like, oh well, I guess I'll just check Mirage and go into the Void then, or well, do Falls. But yeah,
Yeah.
I-
Well,
I
Freddie,
like-
you did go to North Mountain early, and that was anti-barrier, so we thought that might be an advantage for you. But then there was a hint that said to go there.
There were
yeah,
two
yeah.
hints. There was the
Fiery
hint
Two
that
Blizzard.
said
hints that
North
said to
Mountain
go
has to
there.
avoid, and then immediately
Yeah.
after was North Mountain has the anti-barrier. It's
Yeah,
like, okay.
yeah. Thanks for that.
We were
I'm
also
glad I went there
assuming-
early just to get wrecked by hints.
We were also assuming Fiery Soul was hurting a little bit after beating Windshrine. When
Oh,
level
with the
5
level
Doom was just sitting
Level
there.
5 Doom right at the start of the seed.
Right? That was a nice wind shrine. Like, there's some good stuff in there. Good bad it'll use half.
It was like X-Throne, level 5 Doom, a pinwheel. Which was your second pinwheel?
Yeah, there's a lot of pinwheels.
yeah.
early. Yeah.
I know I burned them both on some early fight. I think it was Bow Castle. No, it wasn't Bow Castle.
I
It
sold
was
them.
Waterway? Waterway.
He
Oh,
sold
Mirage.
most of his.
Well, I saw the running
Hey.
shoes in Mirage. I'm like, I need to get 200,000 gills somehow.
Oh, you don't need them late game. I burned them early game because they do a lot more damage early game. Late game, it doesn't do much more than javelins. Well, that might not be true.
See,
Depends
we had
if you
the
buff
one
up
person
something.
hit for like 7 to 9k with a pinwheel.
Yeah, okay,
you
fair
can,
enough.
You can get max damage if you buff up with mixing levels up, but I mean, so you probably can with javelins too at level 99. I'm not sure what they cap out at.
I am, I guess, minorly annoyed because I was told it wasn't going to be chemist or samurai, so I didn't actually have chemist stuff ready. I
Oh,
wouldn't
did
have known that
someone-
one anyway, but it's not a big deal. Like I wouldn't have known that mix anyway. So
I didn't know. I don't know who was spreading that info to you. I think we just didn't want to see samurai. I'm not sure if it was even stated that they wouldn't be there.
It wasn't going to be, I think, Samurai plus Chemist.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
so
that
you
was
wouldn't have
the
full
that was the
day.
thing. We
Okay.
didn't want
that's what I
we
preferred
wanted
anyway,
it
honestly.
interesting.
So
We
yeah.
wanted no samurai chemist together, and we wanted no omni lock. So that's the only two things I checked for when I opened the spoiler.
Yeah, Karma had mentioned that you requested none of either, so I wasn't sure if that meant none of either or just both together.
Neither together. We just didn't want it to be we wanted it to be an interesting finals.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah. And my vote would have been for keeping one if it shows up, but not both. Yeah. Anyway, so like, once again, only minorly annoyed because it was like one page that I just had to look up on the way through the void or something. To
Mhm.
look up like, oh, I got dragon fangs. Let's do dragon fangs.
Also sold in Mirage.
Also sold in
Yeah.
Mirage. Yeah.
We got to see a lot of good mixes in this seed. We don't often use dragon fangs because we don't have. Either they're not
Yeah.
for sale or they just don't have the money to buy them or something. But in this case, Four Job is. One of the things I like about it is money isn't really much of an issue.
Yep.
So you got to buy whatever you wanted or needed almost pretty much as soon as you saw it, except for
Certain-
fiery and tents.
And trying
You
to
had trouble
remember
with
where
10?
I found them. Yeah, I mean, this
Oh,
is
no.
I do this at least once a seed where I have an item I'm looking for. In this case, it was tents, and like mid-late game, trying to go into the void. I just cannot remember where they are, and so I just start
Yeah.
going around World 1 until I find it.
I don't think I wrote them down, but I bought so many when I found them. I bought way too many. I had like 20 tents and 10 cabins at the end still almost.
I do
ran
need
out
to
of
bring
tents
up
by the time I did that.
sort of a minor thing, but Freddie, you taught me something about the game today with your minnow fight. Apparently, if you kill him and then he reflects a holy onto himself and heals
Oh, he
himself, then
heals.
when
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, no,
that's
then
not
you
how
throw
much
the
damage
the
assassin
end of
dagger
what I
at
learned.
him.
You throw assassin dagger at him and he doesn't instantly die.
If the assassin
done that
dagger kills him, it
beforehand.
actually does the script still. And he
He's
reflected
still
literally
he
until he
still
ran out of
casted
MP.
holy. He still casted holy after that. He had to run him out of MP. So Freddie got so unlucky. I think Minnow
Is
bounced at least 4, maybe 5 holies off of your reflected characters.
is he
Mike.
scripted to bounce off of reflect, or is it just I got that unlucky? Because I only had
I think you
2
got-
wall rings on just because auto equip.
You
Didn't
got
think it would be an issue for
unlucky. I
anything.
think it's random targeting. So yeah, you just got unlucky.
I'm like, I have an assassin dagger, but I may as well just throw things. He's taking so much damage, he's gonna die in like 2 seconds anyway.
Yeah, I
And then
didn't.
he started holy reflect, like, oh no.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was
stop
thinking
reflecting
about.
it off my guys. Please.
I was debating whether or not to throw the assassin dagger. I very quickly was like, no, I'm not doing this because it would be a waste of an assassin's dagger.
Right?
Right.
Yeah. I didn't want to.
Freddie,
but...
Freddie didn't want to do it either, but it just wasn't working out. Over and over again, he was healing himself, and we didn't. No one really knows off the top of their head how much MP he has there. So eventually, he did run out of MP, but through the assassin dagger, there was sort of a visual reaction, but then he went and cast holy again. Anyways, he didn't care at that point.
Yeah.
That's.
He's like, nah.
I
Let's
kind
reflect
of want
another
to watch
holy.
that back just to see.
Oh yeah, no, I was that. I mean, I guess that might have been a bunch of time by itself. Honestly, that was annoying. I was not happy about that.
All right.
Yeah, that slowed you down. But it was
It is what it
it was
is.
a good race overall. The tournament is now over.
Yep.
Fiery
Yeah.
is a 2-time champion.
Yeah, I just finished closing it out. I was gonna go over. We had 18 players show out. I was very happy to have 18 players. Again, we're a small community. You want to come join, get in future tournaments, feel free. We'll have another tournament probably. I would say it's probably going to start sometime around August. So if you're interested in that, it's going to be a single mode tournament. Not sure what mode yet. Either be something like standard, or if we can refine bingo a bit and get it to where it's a little bit cleaner, we could go that route, or who knows.
My vote would be for a standard. I think it's about time for another standard tournament.
And then, as far as the tournament goes, yes, FieryBlizzard did finish in first with a clean win through the brackets. Freddie got second. Third, and in third place we have Drylizer and Archfield. So congratulations to the top 4. They did very well in getting through groups and getting all the way up through the brackets. The Freddie and Fiery got to play every mode in this variety tournament that we had to offer. So I guess some final thoughts on what was your favorite moments and what was your least favorite moments throughout the tournament.
I just want to say that Freddie and I played the most matches because we also played the initial match that was sort of the showcase.
You guys did.
That's
You guys
true.
did the showcase bingo for us.
We
Yeah, you
managed to both
bookended-
start and end the tournament.
That's right, the bookends. Very nice.
It was not planned that way, I swear. I was not expecting to get this far in the tournament. I figured like first round of playoffs, maybe second. But
Well, you
things just
double
kept kind of working
eliminated
out.
me. You beat me twice, Freddie, so you definitely
True.
deserved that spot to go play in the finals.
And that's also unexpected, honestly. So yeah.
Favorite mode.
Did you play the weapon random mode in the playoffs, or did you get the bye, Fiery?
I did not get a buy.
Okay, so yeah, we did both actually play the entire. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah, I think the seeding was a little bit unfortunate for Fiery to have to play without a bye, but
I mean, there were 6 of us that
Did it
went
with
4
no
and 1,
complaints.
and nobody
Yeah,
went perfect through groups. So
yeah.
Yeah, so I'll give it to the last person who had lost a match, the person who went undefeated the longest. Because I figured
we
that
have
was probably the most fair way to do it.
we have a fairly large pool of very good players at this, so it sort of became anyone's tournament at a certain point. Although I think that Fiery was not just for winning today, but Fiery in general was probably the most impressive racer over the course of the entire tournament. So
Most consistent for sure.
The only one to death my math on stream. The final boss. Or no, that was Dry. That was Dry. but death by
Oh.
math, the entire seed was Fiery.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
he
death
did.
by
He
math.
did more death by math than I did, I think.
But I heard
Okay.
you did an entire. I still got to go back and watch it. I heard you did an entire Ned death by math.
I did a regular X death by math in a practice run before this. Does that count?
I've
Yeah,
done
that's
quad
always
doom.
good to see.
I've done quad dooming on X stuff before, but that takes a significant. That takes a long amount of time.
Yeah.
And with that, our tournament is closed. Our race is closed. I'd like to thank SpeedGaming for hosting us again for our brackets. Might be back here again when we do brackets in August. We'll see what kind of tournament we're gonna have for that. Again, it might be just it's probably gonna be a single mode and probably gonna be a normalish mode. So if you are interested in learning, come learn, come play, join us for the next tournament. We
And
had we had me
Sorry, I
and
just
Dry
wanna-
on comms, and then we had some really good crew. I also want to give a shout out to the people who did crew, because we had a couple people who really did bring up the most crew, and I'm probably going to figure out a way to reward them. Seawolf, Z-Man, and Rom were outstanding throughout this tournament and being crew for us, especially at all ball times when no one else wanted to.
Absolutely. That's really huge. Like, even just people who joined and helped fill out the tournament in terms of racing. But there was, it's a small community, so we did need contributions from everyone. So thank you to everyone who was involved, and especially, those people who, I remember Rom was doing like everything by himself for a few races.
Yeah,
big
definitely.
props,
Yeah.
big props to Rom and Seawolf. I know they carried hard on a lot of the crew roles.
And Rob would do this at like 4 a.m. too, and it's just like,
Yeah. And
Right.
also, Karma, you're the main organizer and had to leave for personal reasons and such. So thanks for setting everything up, and then also sort of staying in touch as best you could through the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I had to disappear for like a month. I was impressed by how much everybody pulled together to keep it running, and we did well. Again,
Yeah.
we're gonna have another one of these. I'll be busy planning it when it gets closer, probably late July. And we'll see how many people we get turned out. I think the biggest tournament we had has been about 18 to 20-ish players. So I'd like to see if we can beat that. Let's see if we can do 24 for this next tournament.
That would be amazing.
All right. Well, that's it for me. Anybody else have anything for closing? I know I saw favorite bingo and least favorite free-for-all for Fiery.
Come and mention in the Discord, everyone, what your favorite modes are and potential ways to improve for the future, so that we have a good idea of how the community feels about stuff.
I think my favorite and least favorite might have been bingo.
I think
We just need to work on bingo. It was new for this tournament, and it's just not cleaned up.
I think my favorite could have been, say, the boss bingo if it weren't blackout. I think if it were like 5-line, it would have been really nice.
Okay. And that's
I really
takeaways
like the
I need.
weapon
I think
window.
I'm gonna get some feedback forms for everybody at some point. So look out for that on the Discord. You'll probably get a mass ping. I won't remove
Yep.
the racer roll until that's done. All right. Well, that's it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Have a good one, all. Thanks for watching.